I'm visiting one of my best friends from one of my semesters abroad at her home country, Australia, all while sharing tips on making foreign friends even right now, and you don't have to be studying abroad or traveling to do so. She took me and my sister to her favorite places in Lennox, New South Wales, like a restaurant, the beach, and Lake Ainsworth, also known as Tea Tree Lake. This video is part of a huge study abroad collab. So if you're interested or considering studying abroad, which frankly is the easiest way to make friends from all over the world, check out the other international YouTubers, stories, and advice. I'll link the playlist and be sure to subscribe. This morning, my sister and I got on a bus and rode from Brisbane to Byron Bay. I'll have a blog post on the transportation options and what you need to know. Amelia picked us up from the bus station and took us to this restaurant her family always goes to in Lennox Head. Eating here. Like squirrels. Oh, okay. We ordered what Amelia recommended and split it with the cash I got on New Year's Eve. Make sure you check out that video. Then got drinks at the convenience stores in the area. Amelia took us to a grassy spot to overlook the water but not have to deal with the sand in our food. Fish and chips on the beach. We stopped by Lake Ainsworth so we could decide if we wanted to swim here or the beach. You'll see where we decided later in the video, or already know if you follow me on Instagram. The lake got its unique color from the tea trees that surround the lake, hence why it's also called Tea Tree Lake. Then we headed to see more beautiful landscape, this time a headland. Australia. These people really wanted us to go hang gliding with them. Even after some rejection, they encouraged us to watch. Maybe I'll come back one day. The best way to make foreign friends right now is to use the internet. I made a Facebook group solely for this reason because I realized my trip to Australia wouldn't have been nearly as great if it wasn't for the friends showing me around and their recommendations. I'll be adding my international network, and if others add theirs, we can have a good amount of people to learn from in different parts of the world. How do they do that? You can already start finding people at the places you hope to travel and start building your relationship before you meet. Facebook is how I met some local students at the schools I was studying abroad at. So pretty. That's like the edge of the world. Yeah. Probably. Amelia made lemingtons and brought it for us. Chris Ainsworth lives somewhere over there. We're basically walking towards his place. To meet foreigners anywhere, in person or online, my biggest tip is to not be afraid to talk to them. Me and Amelia wouldn't be friends if we didn't talk to each other. The best thing you can think is you might only have this one chance to talk to them in any case, and then you may never see them again unless you want to. This is a headland. It's basically a cliff that leads to water. If you embarrass yourself talking to them, you can block them online or dodge them in person, or laugh about it as a conversation starter later. They might not remember it as badly as you do either. So just try to talk to them. I have a lot more tangible action steps in a blog that I'll link below, but before meeting them, it takes the ounce of courage to comment, to send a message, and even more courage to actually talk to anyone in person. So that's why I included my biggest tips here. For other ways to find these people and have the friendship last, check out the blog post below. I wouldn't have gone to any of these places in Lennox Head if it wasn't for Amelia because 1, I don't know if I could get there from Byron Bay without a car. 2, I didn't even know these places existed. Having someone from the area tell me about what seemed like hidden gems to me and share stories of her time in these places makes visiting them way more special and just fun. I highly encourage you to start making connections all over the world now. We found a path that leads us from the main road all the way down to these little cliffs that I wanted to see because I wanted to hear the waves. I'm in love. so it's foggy over the grass.
Then we headed back to Tea Tree Lake. There's a restroom you can change at there.
We're in the water. Look at how it changes color. What the heck? And then it's darker. We're in Lake Ainsworth, also known as Tea Tree Lake, with my sister and Amelia. She took us here. She's from the area, and we went to school in Hong Kong together before they kicked us out. And a story, but it's not deep either.
It's not too bad, yeah.
It's so cool. It's so one more with your hands. I can't see, but hopefully it's getting it. Whoa. Gold sparkles.
Subscribe to my channel to learn more about locals from all over the world.
So cool. So far, my favorite spot in Australia.
Amelia dropped us off at our hostel in Byron Bay, and I haven't seen her since except through FaceTime.